This is Joy of Heaven, Saint of the Day for July 1st. As we celebrate Saint Junipero Serra's Day. Saint Junipero Serra was a Franciscan priest who lived in the 1700s. He was originally from Spain. He came to America to work among the Native Americans. He dedicated his life to preaching and ministering to the Native Americans in modern California. Saint Junipero Serra was born in 1713, as Miquel Josep Serra I Ferrer. His parents were farmers, and he assisted them with farm work as a child. There was a Franciscan church and friar very near Miquel's childhood home. He enjoyed visiting the friars frequently with his father, and he attended the parish school there. His education from the Franciscan friars consisted in mathematics, reading, writing, Latin, and Gregorian Chant. When Miquel was 16 years old, he began studying philosophy at a Franciscan school in Palma de Majorca. At age 17, Miquel chose to join the Franciscan order. He took the name Junipero, and he was ordained a priest in 1737. For the next 12 years, he taught philosophy at the University of Padua. During this time, he became well known for his preaching. Then in 1750, he decided to follow God's call to missionary work. He set off for North America to work converting the native peoples there. He and a companion arrived in Veracruz, Mexico. They then had to walk 250 miles to Mexico City. During the journey, a bug bite on his leg became infected. The infection never healed completely and continued to occasionally hurt him for the rest of his life. For the next 18 years, Father Serra worked on the Baja Peninsula and in central Mexico, preaching and working to convert the Native Americans. Then Charles III of Spain sent a conquistador to modern California to confront a political threat. The conquistador, José de Galvez, asked Father Serra to travel with him to Monterey, California. In 1769, Father Serra established the mission of San Diego. Despite a severe shortage of food, Father Serra vowed to remain with the people there. After praying a novena to Saint Joseph, a ship with supplies came to relieve the shortage. In the years that followed, Father Serra established the missions of Monterey, San Antonio, San Gabriel, San Luis Obispo, San Francisco, San Juan Capistrano, Santa Clara, and San Buenaventura. Father Serra's life of missionary work was full of sufferings from cold, hunger, and sometimes danger of death from hostile non-Christians. He sustained himself with a vigorous prayer life, often praying from midnight until dawn. Apart from working for the conversion of the Native Americans, Father Serra also worked for their protection. He was able to secure what was essentially a Bill of Rights for Native Americans from the government. Though the Native Americans were still legally considered non-humans and the friars were appointed their legal guardians, this legislation protected the Native Americans from being abused by Spanish soldiers. Father Serra eventually baptized more than 3,000 Native Americans and brought a higher standard of living to their lives. Saint Junipero Serra is the patron saint of vocations. You can ask him to pray for you if you are discerning your vocation, or you can ask him to pray for someone you know who is discerning their vocation. You can also ask him to pray for an increase in vocations to the religious and priestly life. Saint Junipero Serra is also the patron saint of Hispanic Americans. You can ask him to pray for you if you are a Hispanic American. You can also ask him to pray for any Hispanic Americans you know. Additionally, Saint Junipero Serra is the patron saint of California. You can ask him to pray for you if you live in California, or you can ask him to pray for someone you know who lives in California.